Hi and welcome back to the channel. Now, we haven't posted anything for a couple of weeks, so I just decided to take a short break away from YouTube. So we've got a lot of catching up to do in this video. There's going to be a lot of stuff to look at. But we've also got a lot of videos coming up as well. We bought in a load of these 1/24 scale 3D printed resin bodies. I bought about 7 or 8 of these, so we've got things from Mark II Cortinas to Jensen Interceptors to Jaguar XJ6s. You know, we're going to be looking at all these in detail in a future video. Before I took a break away from the channel, we were looking at some old built kits, you know, with ones which are finished, which I'm not going to really touch again. So, you know, we've got things like, you know, this old Section 49 Ford Coupe wheel, and we got tons more, so we're going to start up them videos again soon. So if you do want to see some more of them, please do stay with the channel. But you know, we were also looking at one point at old sort of builder kits. So yeah, I've got stacks of these things on the shelves. You know, things like this old original AMT annual 64 Pontiac Le Mans convertible. You know, I've got stuff like this AMT. This is the original annual 66 Buick Skylight before they changed the tooling for the modified Stocker series. We've got tons of stuff like this. You know, if you have subscribed to us, you know we've got a lot more coming. If you would be so kind to subscribe to the channel, if you want to see more of that kind of stuff in the future, you know, that'd be really cool of you, and would, you know, be forever appreciative of that. Like, and you know, I want to say thank you to everybody, all the friends of the channel. You know, really do appreciate everything you do for us in whatever way you support us. Like, but you know, we finally got round to doing a shop card. It's taken me nearly 2 years to do this. When I first started the channel, there's a lot of people who kindly sent me their shop cards, and I said I will put one together, and it's just seems taken forever to put one together. So, but we finally got there. So I've got a list of everybody who sent me one. So without question, or you know, I'm going to start posting them out in the next couple of weeks. So, but yeah, I mean, I just quickly put something together, and you know, we got me 2 USACC builds. You know, 2 of my favourite builds of all time. Really, you know, we did the satellite police car and the Mountain Pearl Ford F100 from last year's, and then, you know, the Galaxy, and a couple we haven't built on the channel, but you know, me 2 gone in 6 seconds cars, and a bit repeated on back, but I wanted to get that diorama, and it was a really important build. That Galaxy, and the diorama was as important, so I really wanted to get that in there too. But you know, we got the Fairlane we started the channel off with. That was the first ever model, the first ever video. We did a full build on that. You know, the first small scale group build we joined in for Sean's channel. You know, it seems like an age away we did that one, but you know, and a couple of other builds we've worked in as well. So yeah, we've done it double sided. So I'll probably send a couple out to the people that had already sent me some, just so you can, if you want, did put them on walls or anything, and then you don't have to choose what sides. But yeah, if anybody else wants one, please do just drop us an email. I got my old email address in the main channel description, so just ping us an email on there, and I'll try and get one out to you. Like, but yeah, I mean, again, apologies how long that's taken for me to put together, for especially for the people that have kindly sent me one in the past. Yeah, like I say, they'll be going out shortly. So, you know, we're going to be looking at a lot of stuff in this video. We're going to be looking at some really nice stuff from Drag City Resins. Oh, and one more thing before we continue. I haven't done my entry into the USACC this year's yet. To be honest, this thing was an absolute pig to find for us over in the UK. It's not a rare kit, but when you want one, there's just absolutely none on the market. But I'll keep that to a separate video, so we'll be doing a separate video on that because we're already a month behind everybody else with that, to be quite honest with you. But I think the thing which I really want to get onto next is the street machine group build for Blue Ox Model Shop, just simply for the fact I was so late finishing that other one. I was about 6 months late actually finishing off the street machine group build, and I don't want to do that again. So this is going to be the next project on the bench, not particularly a challenging one, but we're just recreating another English builder's car from a model from a magazine from the late 70s, a chap called David Hardcastle. So not started this one yet, but I've been gathering parts. Gonna use the suspension from the Monogram 69 Camaro on this one, do away with all this stuff underneath, and gonna be putting a Hemi in it as well, so, and just some Monogram slot mags, but we'll go into that. We've already kind of done an entry video to that, but it's just, again, seems another age away. But this is one of David's models that he started. I said in that entry video we're going to be finishing this off at the same time, so these are the next ones we're going to be doing. David pretty much painted this, but everything underneath really needs doing, and the interior needs finishing off. To be honest, I've been looking at this thing with a yellow interior for so long, but it's most likely going to get a painted yellow interior with some red piping on it. But yeah, those are the next two make the channel build, and then we can get on with some other stuff but just ideas for the future. We did recently just finish the Porsche group build, and we did a nice little diorama, a wall art diorama. This can sort of hang on the wall. I won't fit it in the frame of the camera. We got it too far close, but I think I was really pleased with that. If you haven't watched any of the videos, please do go back and watch them. I did a full video start to finishing on building this diorama, and like I said, I was really pleased with that. Really pleased I joined in on that group build. But I did say in the last video, in the video when I built that diorama, that there was another project I really wanted to do to kind of tie that in, and another kit I wanted to find to tie in this whole project. So I did go out, buy another frame exactly the same, and I also found the kit I was looking for. Pretty rare over here, and it just so happens to come up in the last couple of weeks. But this is the one, the Monogram 1980 Pontiac Firebird Turbo, the Trans Am. Like I say, pretty rare kit, to be quite honest with you, and but it had everything I wanted on it. It was the turbo, so it had the correct hood for the police car from the Cannonball run, and that's how we're going to obviously be building it. Got the correct wheels on it. We're just going to end up painting the T-tops white like the car in the film. I mean, I think that the police car you saw in the Cannonball run, the highway patrol car, is a fictional pursuit car, but it was highly based on Nevada paint schemes. So I'm gonna get some Nevada decals for it, but I'll have to alter them because I think the Nevada Nevada Star is 7 point and the one in Move is 6 points. So it'll just need a bit of careful cutting and rearranging of the star points on that. But I've seen somebody in the States who does that decor sheet, a really nice decor sheet with the right sort of apricot coloured highway patrol lettering and stuff like that. So yeah, the idea is we're going to kind of have another frame sort of above it on the wall. We're going to have the Trans Am parks at the end, so to speak, but we're going to also sort of bash out the side of this as well, do a load of skid marks around here and have it like it's skidding out of one frame and sort of busted in, skidding back onto the road into another frame. And we'll probably do something where I can sort of simulate tire marks across the wall, so to speak. I mean, once you start drilling holes in walls to hang these things up, you got to redecorate anyway. So, but that's one for the future. I don't know how soon I'm going to get onto that one, but yeah, like I say, if please do go back and check over them videos, like but that kind of, I think that's, like I say, we've got at least a USAC group build, we've got these street machine builds to do. But you know, the other one which I've been wanting to do, and it's just been put off just due to me getting involved with other things and just not having as much build time as we all would like to do. But you know, we're going to finally get on to this thing. I think what I'm going to do is, once I start the street machine group build, get that finished, get that Mustang and the pickup done. The idea was always to build one of these in the style of the Little Deuce Coupe, and I was just procrastinating over chopping a vintage body, because I did at least want a chop top on this, and I think we did it in the last update video many months ago now. We did say we're going to be using the monogram little coffin as a donor kit, which we still are. That's the main route we're going to go down. But I've been looking at Ed Flux work, and you know, from Drag City Resins, and seeing everybody else's video, especially Matt from the Lucas E channel. In fact, once Matt did a video on the Chop 34 coupe, me and Matt were messaging, and you know, I think before we'd ended the conversation, I was already emailing Ed Fluck, because I really wanted a couple of his bodies, and Matt really did rave about these, and as everybody else does. And I bought a couple of bodies from Ed. You know, he's such a nice guy to email, really helpful. But I got the Chops 32 Tudor sedan, and the quality on this thing is just unbelievable. It's better than a kit body, I would say. It's more, it feels crisper, better quality than any kit body you'll find out there. It's so nice. I mean, it's given me recently some instructions how to store them if I'm not going to build them straight away, or prep wise, or what kind of primers he'd recommend for these. I think he recommended the Tamiya Fine primer, and they certainly don't need anything more than that, to be quite honest with you. But the chop is absolutely flawless on that, and people think chopping a 32 is easy. I've chopped a 32 coupe before, and it didn't come out bad. You know, we'll look at that at some point in the future, but you know, nothing compared to these. Like, I mean, whoever mastered these bodies knew what they were doing, and yeah, the quality of these, you just can't go wrong, to be quite honest. And I'll bring the camera a bit closer in now we're looking at these, but yeah, I've got the 32 coupe as well. I built a Milner coupe before. That was one which I've chopped before, but yeah, it's the kind of the right height for the Milner coupe chop. You know, you get a lot of these resin bodies, and the it, the roof's pancake too much, or it just doesn't look right. You know, the chop's far too aggressive, but this one's just the right kind of chop. And again, this body is absolutely stunning. And you know, I think I've seen a post recently where Ed's coming to the end of especially the four-door version. You know, you can only run these molds for so long, and this is another case of, like the model house. You know, this is better quality than model house, I would say. You know, it's really that good, and for me to say that just tells you how good the quality on this is. But you know, there is a case of, if you don't get them now, you will miss them. You really will miss them. So when you see Ed posts on his Facebook page every day, he does a great daily dose of model cars and stuff like that. You know, spends a lot of time sharing pictures and inspiration, and he puts so much hard work into doing these. You will regret not getting them. So I'll pop a link in Ed's email, or a link into Ed's Facebook page, and I will pop a link to Ed's email. Drop him an email, but obviously only with serious inquiries to purchasing these. But I'd probably go through the Facebook page anyway, because that you're going to see what he's got on offer still. But had I not gotten one of these, I would have really regretted it, to be quite fair. And I will be buying more off Ed in the future, because he's just, like I say, absolutely A1. Can't give it a high enough recommendation, really. I mean, these bodies are absolutely stunning. But yeah, so we're going to get this 32 under the way finally. We are going to be using this resin body for the main project. The little dude's coupe was sectioned, and I was like, once I realised, I was like, fuck, because I really don't want to section this body, and I'm not recreating the little dude's coupe. I'm just getting the flavour off it. I'm going to be using parts from the original kit for the grille. We're going to be widening the grille, and I think by the time we've done that, we're not going to need to section the body. I might just do a bit of an illusional thing where I think we might rescribe these doors, make the doors lower, and put something very similar underneath them, like the little Deuce coupe. It's going to be channeled, so I think the only thing about not sectioning the body is that we aren't going to have that wheel arch up high. But you know, it's quite a small body as it is, like, and because I'm using monogram stuff, I want with 1/24 wheels and what have you. It's yeah, I want to keep the body as big as possible, and we're gonna make it look really nice anyway. So I'm gonna finally start on that one. But like I say, I'll put in all Ed's details. Please do go over and support him, because it's people like that need us to keep buying from him to run a business, like, and stay in business and keep producing that higher quality. I mean, these came with the 2 windscreen frames as well, like that. But because when I originally said about starting this project, it was originally to build one of these original kits, and now it was just me procrastinating about chopping this body up too much, because it is a really rare kit, is this, like, so, because I have like parts for 2 kits. I think what I'm going to do when I start on this one, we are going to start on the original as well, and I don't know if I'm just going to do like a tamed down version like the box art, just because I want this one to be the main main focus of the project, and we'll have another little side project going on. So one or two ways I'm going to go about this is just building it pretty much like out of the box. I've got two front ends, so that's going to allow me to widen the other front end and still have one for this. Or I may, if I feel I'm in right space for it, I may make because we're using the little coffin as a donor for the other build. I really like the original little coffin before it got heavily modified, so there is a good possibility that I may be building this one as the original little coffin. There's going to still be a lot of body work to do on this. We've got to make custom rear pan on this and what have you, and there's going to be a lot of work going into the body anyway. But yeah, for this one, I want to keep it unchopped, and I think that's one of the directions I wouldn't mind going. So yeah, I think they're all on cards. We will be starting that after I've done the Street Machine group build. I don't think I've got many more parts to gather up. I've pretty much been gathering up what I need to for these. So yeah, we'll get more worked in, but I don't think there's anything else I'm going to include in this video. It's just a brief catch up. I really wanted to sort of include Drag City resins in this video, and it really did tie in for the bench update, because that's been a project which has been putting off to the point where I don't want to put it off anymore. I want to get started on it. So yeah, I mean, like I say, if you watched the whole video, I really do appreciate it. Like I say, I appreciate all the support the viewers give us on this channel, all the kind comments. I am a little bit slow at the moment getting back to comments, but I do appreciate every one of them, and I will try and get back and respond to every single one of those comments. It just might take a few days, that's all. But yeah, like I say, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, because it's nothing monetary for us. We are monetized now, but what you make off it in this sort of field, it's not to do with that. We don't make any money. I don't think anybody really makes any money from this. It's more about just giving us the enthusiasm. But yeah, people want to see these kind of things and want to see the channel continue to make content and what have you. Otherwise, without you guys, there's no point to it. So and that's why we appreciate it all. So yeah, I mean, that being said, I think we'll leave it at that. I think you got a good idea of what's coming up on the channel. You've had a very brief sort of look at the beginning of the video like other side videos we're going to do to sort of keep the channel running, little filler videos, little filler series and stuff like that. And we got tons of that built stuff and builder stuff to look through. So I think I think we're just going to continue as we are. But yeah, whatever you're doing for the rest of the weekend's pretty much over now by the time I get this edited. Have a great time, have a great week, whatever you're doing, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay, see you, bye.